Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 39 of the regular season, where the Rangers win 5-3 over the Carolina Hurricanes. Oh, you poor, poor man. Yeah, so the Rangers scored 5 goals tonight, and I think they had one good goal. I am not trying to rub salt in the wound of Kochetkov, but Lord, that was tough. So despite the fact that the Rangers would score some of the easiest goals of their NHL careers tonight, it was a game where the Rangers constantly had to come back, and the Canes get on the board first. Paul Stastny takes a shot from the blue line, and Igor makes the initial save, and then there are 7 players in this tight screenshot. When I say madness in front, I don't mean there was one guy that happened to get an extra poke at it. I mean there were 7 of the 12 total players, counting both goalies, in this one little, 10-by-5 area of the ice. That was just madness. And Brent Burns just kind of yoinks it home, and the Canes are up 1-0. But the Rangers would respond later in the first period. We're on the power play. There's now the second unit on the ice. They're just doing the normal forecheck to try to get the Canes a little bit deeper in the zone. Trouba has it at the blue line, and this is a shot for a rebound. Lafreniere is right in front. He does screen Kochetkov a bit here, but oh boy, that's a goal that you'd love him to have if you're the Hurricanes. Laffy doesn't get a chance for the rebound because the initial shot goes in, and Jacob Trouba gets his 3rd of the season to tie the game at 1 apiece. That's super awesome. Surely that will stay tied for more. Oh, it's gone. 16 seconds after the Rangers tie the game, the Hurricanes retake the lead. Paul Stastny has it. He passes it to Andrei Svechnikov, who's kind of behind the net, and Trouba misses man. He scored the goal like a matter of seconds beforehand, but he missed his man. He is in no man's land. He has got to cover Martin Stachys a little bit better than that. He doesn't. He gets a unguarded slap shot from point-blank range, and the Hurricanes retake the lead 2-1. So you go to the second period, and the Rangers are on a power play. I really think this was the worst goal of the night for Kochetkov. Rangers have it behind our net, and we just play it out. It's just a zone entry. It is very simple. The Hurricanes kind of knock it away, but instead of knocking it, out of the zone, they just lead a centering pass for Mika Zibanejad. And this is a pass. There was absolutely no intention by Mika Zibanejad to score that goal, and he has been so good the past few games that he's scoring on accident, trying to get a lead for Trocheck and also Kreider. To the defense of Kochetkov, this was going to be a goal. It just was. Kreider and Trocheck were left pretty well alone in front, so if this just goes right to Trocheck, he can either move around and do a nifty forehand backhand to get it past his left pad, or just recenter it for Kreider. This is 99% a goal, even if it doesn't go in on the oof pass. But regardless, it goes in on the oof pass, and it's tied 2-2. That's awesome. The Rangers tied the game again. Surely the one... Gosh! 29 seconds later, the Hurricanes have it in our zone. Chatfield takes a shot on net, and it goes off of Filipino's stick and into the net to make it a 3-2 Hurricanes lead. And after that, Filipino would kind of get punished and demoted for the rest of the game, which is stupid because how many times has a defenseman scored a goal on us this season? I don't know why, for some reason, Gallant wants to flex his power on the children. The Rangers enter the third period, and this is where they would just shift it into overdrive. The Rangers dominated play in the third period, except for one little tiny bit on a power play where Shesterkin had a few nice saves, but that's later on in the period. It's the first minute, a little over 30 seconds in. Panarin has it behind the net, starts making moves, eventually carries the puck out to around the blue line. Again, shot that doesn't leave the ice. Kochetkov, man, your heart goes out to him. The first 3 goals were bad, and some nights you get it in your head that you're not going to be able to make a save, and you just can't. He was his own worst enemy tonight, and he couldn't overcome himself. And, man, it was hard to watch. But it's Panarin's 11th of the year, and the Rangers tie the game at 3 apiece, and then the next, 30, 40 seconds was just hell on earth as everyone waited for the penny to drop. But it didn't. Because halfway through the third period, Keandre Miller is a one-man wrecking crew on this play. Nice keyman at the blue line to maintain zone entry, makes a move towards the net, tries to get one on net with a backhander, but it doesn't go, it gets deflected. Then he goes and wins a puck battle, gets it to Capo Caco, he passes out to Mika Zibanejad, who's at the blue line, fires one, and perfect hands Keandre Miller a gorgeous tip into the back of the net. Miller, if he decided to be an offensive defenseman, could ruin the entire NHL, but he doesn't because he is a kind, loving, good man, an American hero, and the Rangers are up 4-3. And then late in the third, a little over a minute to go, the Rangers ice it. Keandre Miller has the puck. Super patient, super smart play here. Doesn't try to get a second goal. Instead, just takes the icing of the game, gives it to Filipino, buries it, and the Rangers have the 5-3 lead. And Hedl doesn't even celebrate. And not even like the little tiny bit of a celebration that you do when you ice the game on an empty netter. He looks pissed. Like, he just was not having a fun time at the end of the game. He was not pleased with the demotion and with the overall the night from Filipino. You could clearly tell that. Overall, it's a weird game because the Rangers score 5. They have 31 shots to 23 for the Hurricanes. And at face value, you think, oh, the Rangers definitely outplayed them. But no, I don't see it like that at all. The Canes might have only had 23 shots, but they were all extremely good ones. Again, Igor really shined in the third period, especially on that little Canes power play where he had a couple of really great saves from really close up, which are usually the hardest ones because you got to have the perfect seal of the ice. Clearly from the other end that we could tell. They had high danger chances on almost every shot. The Rangers, I mean, other than the Miller tip, I can't really think of that many really good quality chances they had this evening. And I'm not trying to just pick the scabs against the Canes and Kochetkov, but he just couldn't stop a thing. And it's hard to have nights like that, but it was a game where the Rangers didn't really... And again, we had like 2.7 expected goals, and the empty netter did a lot of the heavy lifting for that. I wasn't impressed with the Rangers' offense. It was just a lot of nothing shots that somehow trickled in. But the Rangers managed to get the 2 points, and with those 2 points, knocked the Capitals out of third place, taking third place for ourselves. And we have a game on hand of the Capitals, which is quite handy to have. But that's about all I have for the evening. We play again on Thursday at 7 o'clock in Montreal. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it. But that's it. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. And as always, go Rangers.